My kiddo wanted to do a taste test between the naked Doritos and the normal Doritos. So we did the nacho cheese. Of course, the naked Doritos are the latest craze right now. They don't have any coloring or preservatives and things like that. So he wants to know which one is better, so bear with us. Up here, there's two little plates here, or little bowls. One's got one flavor, or brand, not brand, but one's got the naked, one's got the regular nacho. I've covered it with a pizza box. He does not see it, see he's right here. So hold on a second, he's right there. The results back here. So let's give it a try here, hold on. So I put a blindfold on him, as you can see. And now I'm going to, here, over here, so to touch that. Yeah. This one, okay, do that one. Taste one or two of them, or eat as much as you want, but taste them.
Okay.
Okay, here's your, can you hear it?
Yep.
Right? Okay, take that one. Grandma's gonna taste that one too. So, his eyes are closed. Which one? And all you do is you just place your, this was the first one, and this was the second one. Which one do you think is better? The second one?
Yeah.
Okay, so hold on a minute. Take your blindfold off. You like the naked ones better. Look at that. Ooh, wait.
Yeah, I gotta say, this one has more flavor to it, but this one, it just doesn't have that like flavor stuff like this.
You mean the powdery type
Yes.
stuff on it? But that's pretty tasty too?
Yep.
So you preferred the naked one?
Yep.
All right. Like and follow for more. Can I have some? Come here, I gotta tell you something. Come here, come closer. See this sign? This sign is for my little 5th grader. He's got his last year in the 5th grade elementary school, and we got this sign because last year for his brother I ordered a sign that I ordered from the school, but because we're on vacation, I missed the deadline. So I didn't want him to have a sign, but I actually got a better sign. This thing lights up and all of this stuff. Okay, so as you know, I have an age gap relationship, 20 years, there's a gap. And I have stories to share. I swear it's just exhausting, but let me tell you what happened. So we get this thing, it comes in pieces, it comes with no directions, blah, 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 blah. So I'm sitting here Googling it, and I told my husband, I said, I'd like for you to do this. So he said, okay, I was gonna do the porch and this and that. I'm like, uh-oh, what do I wanna do? Do you want to tackle it or let him? But whatever. Okay, so he's gonna do this. He's starting to put it together because there's no directions and he's on the ground and this and that. We take a break. I'm like, oh God, this is gonna be an all-day affair. It's gonna be all afternoon. This is after I volunteered today at the school. He starts putting it together. And then it comes with lights. So this thing actually lights up. So I'll try to take a picture tonight of this so you can see it. Well, down here I said, I got the perfect thing. We're gonna put letters down here. I have vinyl letters, big ones, for his name. And here in the center, we're gonna put the number 5. I said, honey, before you do that, I want you to glue them on or staple them on so that the letters, because if it rains or something, it might come off. He gets on the ground. Now, granted, my kiddo's name is 4 letters long. He gets on the ground. I just, tell him I do this and this. 15 minutes later, he is still spacing them apart. I said, put 2 in here and 2 in there. And he lined it up and it looked great. What does he do? He does it one more time. And I'm thinking, oh my God, he's not an engineer. He was an accountant. He's really meticulous and, all of that stuff. And I don't mind that. But us women, you know what I would have done? Slapped it together. I would have put these on, but these had to be perfectly spaced, these lights. And then I would have went, okay, that looks good. Smack, smack, smack. Oh, not him. I thought I was, and I'm trying to be patient. I swear, that's one trait that with my aging husband and the gap is getting bigger. I thought to myself, patience, patience. So I'm breathing, I'm doing my yoga breathing. But you guys, I just thought, my God, put the flippin' letters on this white space. I swear to God, the age gap would have ended immediately if he would have gotten out his angle and started making sure that it was straight. I couldn't even believe it. So guess what? We get it out here, it looks great. Well, he was gonna do it over there. I said, you can't. You're in the different part of the yard because it was gonna fall over. I said, John, you gotta put it and you gotta post it. Oh, that's a good idea. Really, you think? So it comes over here, he puts it here. And I'm looking at these letters and one of them already fell off. I said, didn't you glue them? The answer would be no. So guess where the letters are? Yeah, you guessed it, right down here in the yard. So ladies, I know we do things differently, and maybe there are some ladies out there that have that left or right brain that does this kind of stuff, but I swear to God, I thought I was gonna lose my shit. Anyway, come back more for some age gap stories. All right, that's it. Like and follow for more. Light up all the buttons you can. So I got this off the TikTok shop. I wanted to try it because of the very deep lines that you see on my history marks. But I thought, you know what? I'm gonna give this a shot because what I wanna do is see if it fills in the fine lines, and I am gonna work on my forehead. So I've been using it, I probably used it twice, and then I wanted to show you. So what I did was I cleansed my face, I put some moisturizer on, and now I'm going to try to see and put on this little filler. So what you do is you squeeze it out of the little tube here, see? And this is a metal little applicator where it kind of smooths in. So what I like to do though, because I don't want to waste it or use too much because I tend to squeeze too hard, I'm going to put it on my forehead and then use the applicator to smooth it in. Now this little tube is from the TikTok shop. It's Laura Geller's, and I've seen this lovely lady do this, and before my very eyes, magically, her fine lines disappeared. So it says to just use a little amount. I probably need to use the whole tube on my little 11s, but we're gonna do this. It feels really good to have that little cool metal thing rub against my fine lines here. I'm not gonna do obviously the scar there, but I'm gonna do that. And then what I wanna do is use a little, and then it tells you, the directions tells you to apply it and then pat it in. So I'm gonna pat it in. I don't know if they magically disappear. Yeah, they look actually pretty darn good. These go deep, people. I'm like over 6 decades old, so these are many, many years of experience. So what I'm gonna do though, I noticed that I'm gonna put just a little, mainly down here. You know, there are sometimes I get these little things on my face and it causes, some scarring and all that. So I'm gonna see, put that little roller. It actually feels good, you guys. Again, Laura Geller, got it off the TikTok shop. It's a serum or a cream that you put on your face to smooth out the fine lines so that your makeup goes on nicer. So then you pat it in. I don't know, I kind of like it. It feels good. So I'm gonna put on my makeup and see what we think here. After you finish using this, you want to apply your Laura Geller base and maybe the blush and some eyeshadow, but here, this way. I just love this palette. I'm getting used to wearing makeup again, and this is just so easy breezy, and I just love her products. So I will be finishing it up and show you what I look like. Here's the finished look. So I used the Laura Geller fine line filler on my face, and it does make a difference. Now, I have one of those palettes that have a lot of lines, so as time will go on, I'll learn how to use this more effectively, but I could tell the difference, especially when I was using just a little bit of my makeup. And I used the Laura Geller. It has a palette. It's got the base and a little blush. I put on a little bit, but I'm sold. So I'm gonna put the information in the link. Try it out. So those that have been following me, I wanted to take you all the way back to the beginning of my diagnosis. I want to start sharing more on a consistent basis of the things that have helped me on my cancer journey. So yeah, get ready with me this morning. I was diagnosed, COVID time. And I know some people, COVID was a terrible time, but it also saved me because I was diagnosed with a blood cancer, changed my life. I was in the process of adopting my 2 grandsons. Life was very busy and chaotic, 80 hours a week, workaholic, raising a family, going to court, all of that stuff. And then comes this diagnosis, and it flipped my world upside down. So one of the things that I did very quickly is that I accepted it. I accepted that I had now a challenge in front of me that I had to overcome because COVID was around and I just adopted 2 little grandsons. So I had a reason to live. I could not, wallow and stuff. So I did get a second opinion and a third opinion, and with all the same news, I thought, okay, true acceptance. Another thing that I did right away is that I knew that I was not alone on this journey. I knew that it was part of my plan. There's a plan for all of us, and it was part of my plan. I also knew that in not being alone, I had a support system around me. I have a fierce angel
looking out for me in heaven. We lost our sister to breast cancer many years ago, and I knew she was up there and fighting for me. And then I realized that we must have some wonky blood in our family, because she died of breast cancer complications of that, because then she had to go through leukemia and we couldn't save her. And then I have a blood cancer. It's an incurable blood cancer. It's manageable. It sucks. I go for treatments. So right away I had to set the proper mindset. And that was hard. It was hard because it was scary, but I went through acceptance right away. I had to go through a lot of blood dialysis, lots of treatments in the beginning. 27, 28 plasmapheresis. It's like changing your oil. 3 times a week, then 2 times a week. It had to go on for 5 or 6 months. I had to separate myself from my family, my home with those 2 little kids. It was very hard. I had this catheter sticking out of my chest, and I slept in separate room, couldn't let the little guys in. But I explained it to them that I had superpowers, that Grandma has superpowers, just like Iron Man. And it made it okay. Well, being COVID, I was isolated, wearing masks and pretty isolated. I couldn't let anybody come with me to the hospital. I've done every single treatment from even up till today by myself in person. But I know that I'm not by myself for spirits and people sending me prayers and positive vibes. So that's the first thing, was acceptance. I didn't do why me, why me, why me. I said, why not? And I knew I could do this. I know I can do this. The second thing I did was I did some research and made sure that it wasn't hereditary. I notified my family members right away. It helps with the support system, and it helps with just making sure that they know that they're going to be okay. And they said, the doctors and the research I did and the support group that I belonged to said, don't forget your neck, said that it was not hereditary. But since then, I'm seeing these posts and things like that saying it could be, because the family members, there were 2 or 3 people in the same family having it. So I don't know, but it is a blood cancer. I notified my family. And then I sort of kept it secret. Because I didn't want to be identified as a sick person, especially at work. But anyway, true acceptance. And then I changed my diet immediately. I did some research on food, and I went to juicing right away, and just consumed beets and onions and carrots and all the good stuff. My husband and my little guy, 4 years old, they were juicing for me every day. And I did salads and stuff, and I was on this really cool, nutritious, whole food diet, mainly just vegetables, fruits and vegetables, for about 90 days, and then my numbers started looking better.
I'm trying this again. Those of you following know that I did a video on this. While I'm in the sun, this beautiful weather in Santorini. When you apply this stuff is just wonderful. It goes on as a spray, and you rub it in your skin, and it's an oil, and it's scented it actually smells like gingerbread men. And I love it. This is the orange jelly, and I've been using this for some time now. In my area at the pool, but I am in this beautiful city of Santorini in Greece. So I'm going to put the information in the link below. Just buy it. You're going to love it. It goes on like oil. It feels wonderful. Your skin feels so soft. It smells like gingerbread. We're in beautiful Santorini. I feel very protected. Light up my buttons. Buy it. Like and follow for more.
Hold on. You got it. You got the. Who wants to go? He's going again. Well, right under. gonna try to hit it. Oh, okay. Got it! Yeah! Let's go! Alright, question for you two. Where did you guys meet?
I'll take that one. We met at work many, many, many years ago. I just came out of college and I met him.
Okay. So, next question. So who said I love you first?
Oh, I'll take that one. He actually did. But he didn't say I love you, he said I adore you. Which to me is a stronger word than love. And then he obviously started saying love you, right? Did I remember right? So many years ago?
Right, third and final question. Who proposed and how did they propose?
So it was me that proposed.
You're going to answer this one?
Yeah, I will.
Okay.
So it was real cold in the winter time, and there's a favorite restaurant that we went to, and it was actually called the Weber Grill, and it was founded by the same people that make Weber grills. So I talked to the staff earlier in the day, and I arranged to have the table right next to the fireplace, which was actually in the center of the restaurant. And so my wife at that time said that she did not want to go out to eat that night.
What was my birthday and I didn't feel like it, right?
Yeah, no, you didn't feel like it. So anyway, it got to where I actually got mad and said, we're going out to eat. So we went to the restaurant, we got her a table right next to the fireplace, and if you were noticeable about what was going on in the restaurant, the staff was always looking at us, and some of them actually were peeking through the kitchen door to see what was going on. So anyway, the time came when I decided I was going to propose, so I got down on one knee, and my wife didn't know what in the world was going on. Said, "What are you doing? What's wrong with you?"
Get up.
So I pulled the ring out of my pocket, and she says, "What is that?" And anyway, I gave her the ring, asked her if she would marry me, and she said yes.
And here we are, date night, right?
Yeah. Date night with 2 kids.
Yeah.
So I posted a video on bad bosses, and I shared one situation. I have another one, but he truly wasn't a bad boss. He was just mean. And I was hired in, and it was a really good corporation, and I reported to a vice president, and I got my own team of people. I had a little over 100 people reporting to me at the time, and my boss was great in terms of being very intelligent and learning a lot from him. And I learned things of what to do and what not to do with him. And I also think that my personality, again, I walk in looking like this, well, much younger. I mean, I had brown hair and, whatever. But I had a great position in this company and learned so much. But he was also a very mean boss, very high expectations. And he used a lot of intimidation. Why? I don't know. I don't know why he had to use that intimidation card when you come to managing people. But I learned so much from him. He and I both are no longer with the organization. I mean, things happen and you just move on. But he, like I said, he wasn't a bad boss. I just think that he used a technique or a strategy or a style. He used a style of leadership that just was really hard on people. It made people fearful for their jobs. It gave them stomach aches. It was just, it was just his style. Well, what happens is that, nothing is permanent. Everything is temporary, including his boss. So they brought in a new president who had a very different style of leadership, and she was phenomenal. And she kind of cleaned house. She took people who did not share her style in treating people as though, the golden rule type of thing. You treat others the way you want to be treated, and she cleaned house. And then there was a lot of consolidation and so forth and so on. But again, I wouldn't consider him a bad boss, except for the fact that intimidation made people unhappy. And when you're a boss, you hear about it because you have your peers talking about it and what have you. But Anyway, so I just wanted to share that story as well with, bosses. And again, there's a few more examples, but there are some really good bosses out there too. And it's funny because when I sit here and share stories like this, me being a boss, I thought, I wonder if there are TikToks out there about people sharing stories about bad bosses, and I'm her. Anyway, like and follow for more.
Hey, welcome to our fueling around session today. We are in a very warm afternoon in Costco, our favorite gas pump, and I'm going to guess.
Did you say hump? You mean Hump Wednesday?
So anyway, I'm guessing today we're going to have 13.5 gallons, and that's going to be around $45. So we'll see what it is. I'll get it started, and then we'll come back with you when we're near the end. Oh my gosh, look at that.
What
I
is
said
it?
13.5, 13.0, I guess $45 and this is like 2.
Hey, not too bad.
That's because it was a half a gallon off, and I think that's right on.
Yeah.
So join us again, give those likes, and
Follow
support
us.
us.
Yeah.
Support us all the way. We have more than just fueling around on our site. Looking forward to seeing you again. Come back.
Look what I got off the TikTok shop. It's becoming my favorite two-piece short outfit. It is 100% cotton. As you can see, it's a tunic top with the sides that are split out on both sides. The shorts are at a longer length, right above your knees, super comfortable. It's got one side pocket that is up. It fits your belly button. The color is awesome. I did grease blue for this trip, but it comes in a variety of colors. Light up my buttons. I'll put the information in the link below. Thanks, follow for more. You're funny.